Would you like a hand? These guys get a show this morning.
Whoa. Congrats on 1 mil, Mom.
That's really nice. Yeah. I got some cleanup to do around here before lambing starts, which is coming quickly. What do you got there? What is going on here? You're like a contortionist. The fact that you're not getting up and rocking away from me right now is not a good sign. Why are you doing this? Don't do this. We've been so good. What are you doing? You're quite the acrobat. Our Jess is not well.
It just sucks.
Day 3. Our Jess is not well.
It just sucks.
Cancer sucks.
Surprise visit to the ER. Yeah.
Someone spiked a fever.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Not great.
I should have dropped you off today in the door.
Nah, I haven't walked in a while.
Yeah, you need to keep walking. Why do you guys keep breaking this? Hey? You're fixing this all the time. Not very well. Hey guys, just nicely getting back from London, another chemo appointment, day 3 for poor Jess. The last 24-30 hours have been pretty brutal for the poor girl. It's been bad for Jess, and it's only the 3rd day. Her day 2 was probably the worst so far, and it landed us in the ER last night because as soon as I got her home last night, she spiked a fever. And from the very first chemo consultation, we were told if her temp ever gets over 38, do not give her Tylenol, get her right to your nearest ER. They have a fever card, we have to give them the fever card, which is what we did, and they get you right in because they don't want you around anybody else that could be in there for sick reasons. So they got us right in, and we were there till probably 11 o'clock last night trying to get this fever down and fluids into her. And then, yeah, she's been dealing with these brutal migraines and chest pain, which they started that second drug yesterday, and it's the one that's hard on their lungs. So they actually did x-rays this morning before she started. So it's just been a bunch of like surprises again, and it's draining. And Jess has just been crippled with these migraines and just feeling really ill. So the only good thing is she hasn't any nausea yet, but from what we've been sort of told by numerous different doctors is that some of these anti-nausea pills can really cause issues with the headaches, and then the one chemo is causing the chest pain. So lots of side effects, and everybody's different. And unfortunately for Jess, it's just been really brutal, which means it's really brutal on Mom because it's really hard watching her go through this. So anyway, I thought I would share that. I'm gonna fix these guys. I don't know what's going on. They're scratching. So it's probably good that Charlie's coming this month to give these guys a trim, and we'll give them a lice treatment. These guys and the new guys have their board down too. So they've been watching these guys rub their rear ends against this. He's doing it right there. Are you showing us what you do? What you're gonna do as soon as I put this on? Yeah. I don't know how you guys do it. Learning bad habits, are ya? There, should last a day. Okay, we need to seal this up. Typically what I do is I kind of wrap it like a present, and then I sandwich it between 2 boards. These are 2x6s, I think. I'll put this one over on this other bag. you guys smelling?
Who's that? Who's that little man?
Big man. Come here. Well, looks like my board has remained good and tight. Good morning. Today's appointment for Jess is actually at like 1:15, so I have till noon to get some stuff done this morning. And Carissa has reported that we are out of barley here in the main barn, and we also ran out of corn across the road. So I've got my husband on tap here. I'm gonna get some stuff out of the way so we can fill this bin and fill the bin across the road. The other thing I noticed too is that the bottom of this bin, it's tight enough for corn, but apparently not tight enough for the barley. We got a bit of a leak. I got some cleanup to do around here before lambing starts, which is coming quickly by the looks of these sheep. Yikes. Another day, another chemo appointment. Day 4. You've made it to day 4. And she started out the day pretty good, but starting to fizzle a bit again, aren't you?
I think I need a nap.
Well, it's the perfect place to take a nap.
Yeah,
You're doing good though.
Yeah, I still feel better than I did on Tuesday, so I'll
Yeah,
take that.
Tuesday was a bad day.
Tuesday sucked. Tuesday sucked.
All right, let's do this. What are you doing? Would you like a hand? You're welcome. Good morning. The hay saga continues. It's been over a week since we cut this hay. But if you remember, after Sunday, we had 8 rows left, I think, 7 or 8 rows. Now they're 2 rows into one, so it's more like 16 rows. And Mark, what we had to do, because we're making dry hay, it was in a really tight row, so we actually, it's called tedding, so we spread it back out so the sun would basically fry it all week. And we have had a week. It's the longest stretch we've had ever, I think, doing hay that we weren't chased out of the fields by rain. Danny's coming today to bale this up, and then we will see what the moisture's doing. If it's true dry hay, then I think I can put it over with the Golden Girls in that barn. And if it's got wet spots in it, we may just call Cody to come and wrap the very few bales that we'll have here. I don't know how many we'll actually have. But yeah, Mark's raking. Since he spread it out, Mark is taking the time this morning to rake it back together into tighter rows so Danny can grab it with the baler. So it's a little weird because I'm always here during hay, but because there's only going to be a few bales today, I think they're probably going to be doing it when I'm at the hospital with Jess today. This is her last day of her 5-day treatment for this week, obviously. Today's Friday. And then she's got the weekend off and Monday off, which is great. Her little body needs a rest. It's been a rough week. She wakes up every morning with like a crippling headache. So that is a side effect. We can't seem to be able to shake. She has been able to have Tylenol, which has numbed it, but it's always there. And Yeah, so it'll be nice to give her a weekend off of those heavy drugs. And then Tuesday she gets blasted again by one, and then the following Tuesday again blasted by the one that actually gives her trouble. They actually are thinking that she might have had a reaction to it last Tuesday when we ended up in the ER. So I think when they're giving her that drug, they're going to give her Benadryl and another medication to help with like fever and whatever to prevent the reactions. So that's to look forward to next week. So she's got those 2 Tuesdays in a row, and then we're back to the full 5 days again. So yeah, it's been quite a week. Well, I got back in perfect timing from the hospital because oh god, it's windy. The man of the hour showed up, so Danny is here and he is bailing, and all is well with the world. Good morning. We are already at it. We have 44 delicious bales is exactly what Danny told us last night. He finished in good time. He was maybe here for a half an hour. Yeah, this is the first time we have ever been able to make dry hay, ever, in 10 years. I'm making Mark stack the first row for me because they seem to tip on me in this barn for whatever reason, so I'm gonna let him do it and either take the blame or take the credit if they remain standing. Mine always end up leaning poorly. You know, Carissa is much smarter than me. That is a really good idea. She just put it on the ground. That way there's lots of room and they can't bully someone out of the feed bin. So that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. These guys get a show this morning. I'm happy to report that all our hay is inside, under cover. And look at that stack. We piled at 6 until about here, and Mark's like, no, we've got a leaning tower over here. So we just stacked 4 high after that. Danny doesn't use knives in his baler, so we like to save that hay for this barn. And then if we do have other hay that we need to get made to go in our ration, into our TMR, we usually get Joel to do the baling because he does have knives in his baler, and it just goes through my TMR mixer better and the feed cart better. So these will be saved for feeding as dry hay and not part of the mix. But we had one with no strings, 2 strings. So it's going to be fed to the golden girls here, who are just chilling inside. They want nothing to do with outside until about 6 o'clock at night. Jess just woke up. She's not feeling great. I was hoping, this being her first day with no chemo, she'd have a bit of a reprieve, but and the other thing that's been going on, I mean, that's been taking up our main focus, but we have 2 kids, and Jack, actually, for the last couple months, we've sort of been helping him house hunt, which, if you're in your 20s and you're looking for housing right now, I don't know how kids are doing it. I don't know what has happened to our market. So these kids looking for housing in like big centers, like London, this is where we're looking with Jack. It's just like, I'm like, I cannot believe how much money they want. So it's been stressful, and we definitely have to help him out, and he doesn't want it. And I said, well, put it this way, Jack, we're going to be helping you, and you're going to be helping your kids, because it's only going to get worse. And Jack's got a good job, and he's never spent money, so he's always had savings, and it just does not work. It doesn't pencil. Hopefully over the next 6 months or so, hopefully find him a place that he could like rent out a good chunk of the house to help pay for the mortgage. I think that's the plan anyway. This afternoon, actually, there's one he found. It popped up yesterday morning as, what do you think of this one? I'm like, I love it. So there's an open house today. So I think if Jess is feeling okay, Mark and I might slip to London with Jack and walk through the house with him. So yeah, we're trying to be there for both our kids, and it's challenging because our hearts are with Jess right now, but yet we're still trying to be good parents to poor Jack, who's also, you know, suffering a little bit with watching his sister suffer. Anyway, it's going to be a summer. Another big thing sort of happened yesterday for me personally, and I'm just not in the frame of mind to celebrate it. And I hit 1 million subs yesterday, and that's all thanks to you guys. And I never even in my wildest dreams thought that that's how many people would ever actually click subscribe on my channel, on a woman who farms A and a woman who farms sheep B. I don't know. I just, I think these last few months, it's just, my priorities have changed, and I'm using YouTube more as now, like, which I always have, more of a diary and a place that I can come and share what's going on through my eyes and my heart with you guys, and it's been good. It's been really good for me to have this as an escape, I guess, and a release. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's just it's really hard to celebrate, and it's a heck of a milestone. It's been a lot of work. It's definitely a full-time job and then some, because you're just always thinking. You're always thinking about it if you're a creator. Jess and Mark, yesterday, even though she's getting chemo and feels like garbage, they organized an ice cream cake for me.
Oh, big blob.
Maybe we should have gotten to write it for us. That might have been smarter.
The fact that we're actually making her a cake and doing
Who thought
this,
that counts?
well, we didn't make the cake.
We didn't make the cake. Don't fool them. Look at how good this cake looks, though.
Wowza. Congrats on one. I like how your pinky's sticking out. It's very proper. That's kind of impressive.
I'm running out of space.
It's okay, just go on the chocolate. What kind of cake did we get, Mom, Dad?
I have no idea. It's a Dairy Queen.
It's an ice cream
blizzard
cake.
cake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cute! Look at that. Yay! Congratulations, Mom.
Forgot. Did you just say you forgot?
Congrats on 1 mil, Mom.
That's really nice.
Yeah. We wrote it, if you couldn't tell.
What kind is it?
We don't know.
I just bought it. It was.
Yeah.
It is Choco Brownie Extreme.
Oh, damn.
She's
Gonna be chocolatey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's quite a thing coming from my family, and I'm feeling very blessed, and I thank you guys too. You are a big part of our family, and just thanks for being here. And I wish we could celebrate it like every other YouTuber does, but it's not coming at a great time. Hey ladies, I hit 1 million subs. What do you think? They're really happy for me.
Hey, no! Piper! No!
Oh boy. You.
Try and rock.
Oh my god.
Sit. You're a naughty dog.
She takes you really seriously. At least it's clean toilet paper.
Yeah, 100%. Never good when she's quiet.
What do you got there? And they're alive. Were they born a bit ago?
Yeah,
They're born when you got here? Good mom. That's mom. Not mom.
Yeah.
Has she been with them though?
Yep.
Good girl. So now I gotta figure out where to put them. Tell her. Good Sunday morning. A sweet set of triplets to not only start off the day but start off lambing, which what a beautiful beginning compared to last lambing. And we have one that will accept a bottle. So she drank about 50 mils this morning. The other two wouldn't drink, which to me says mom's been feeding the three. I think they were born before Carissa got here in the morning. I did check my cameras, but this camera number 3 was actually, I need to reset it. It wasn't online, it wouldn't show up. So I think that's exactly where they were. I would have like ran out here at 5 this morning. But anyway, Mom did her job. She had 3 with no assistance. These are the one I did. Okay. Hi Mama, you're fine. You are a fast drinker. 50 mils already. So sort of a good sign. She's drinking off the bottle, which is good because we will have to pull one. We learned the hard way on the last group that leaving more than 2 on these mums just doesn't end well. They'll service them for a while, but when the lambs need more and more as they get bigger, these mums just can't provide enough. Yeah, I know you love her. I'll give her back. There you go. Oh, what are you doing? What is going on here? You're like a contortionist. Interesting. Okay, let's make you a little more comfortable. There you go. How's that? Are your legs working? Can I see? Stretching's good. Oh, your legs okay? I think they're all 3 were up this morning. Hey, bub. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you love it. Is this a her? This is a her too. You're drinking a little too. How about you? Have you drank out of mama? You swallow that right up too. Can I get a little milk out of you, Mom? Oh, is that right? Okay, I got 100 mils out of Mom. You're such a sweetie. You got it. You're right there, buddy. Okay, they've all had 50. This one I just think needs to drink a little more to get stronger on those legs. But for the most part, 3 healthy little babies and a sweet, sweet mama. All right, well, we made it to the early evening, late afternoon feeding. This weekend's sort of been rough for poor Jess. The nausea's really sort of started to hit her this weekend, nausea and fatigue. So we've been kind of in the barn, in the house, back at the cabin trying to get our roof on, which we did finally get finished today, which is nice. It's taken us weeks to do it. Anyway, I'm gonna feed these guys and head back in and make sure she's okay. She said she was bored, so that's a good sign. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah. girl, Mom.
This sucks.
Not feeling good again?
Like, I don't feel terrible, but I don't feel good. I literally don't even know how to describe it. Like, it doesn't feel like anything I've ever felt before. It's really messed up.
Good morning. We are going to run through our little ewe lambs that were born in March. And we're gonna do the first of 2 vaccines on the ones that I think I'm gonna keep. It's gonna be a bit tricky just because I'm running the flock watch and the Gallagher. So Carissa is going to just take a weight off the Gallagher, and then I'm gonna scan their tags on the flock watch to kind of go through their data and figure out if I want to keep them. Yeah, this is one of 2 sort of evaluations and selection periods. First cut, so to speak, and then they'll come through in another 4 weeks for their second vaccination and their second evaluation. What'd you do to my wheelbarrow? Huh? Did you do that? Thank you, pants. Thank you, pants. Hi, Teddy. I'm gonna put it on the ground, okay, you guys? On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, guys. That's it. Huh. We all saw that Mark did this, right? Not me? Carissa, during chores this morning, I noticed when she was feeding, she actually got in the pen and she had to help a ewe up. That's due here any day. I'm gonna grab my ketone tester. I have a sneaky suspicion she's a 2018 model and she's a little overweight. She's just got all the right symptoms that are pointing at pregnancy toxemia, and so far we've been, knock on wood, we've been lucky as to not see any. And if her ketones are at all elevated, I'm inducing her. I'm not waiting. I'm gonna get those lambs out and get her on her feet. This one. Let me test your blood. The fact that you're not getting up and rocking away from me right now is not a good sign. So I just try to find a little vein. They have a little vein in their ear. There we go, got it right away. And then, just a little bit. Oh, 5.3. She is most definitely ketonic. So she is getting induced and treated. How's that sound? She's still eating. We got her up to eat this morning. Why are you doing this? Don't do this. We've been so good. Was it the heat? Alright, that's pretty bad. Alright, I think everybody knows the drill. I'm a little depressed at this because we started feeding close-up ration a month before they were due, so they've been on this a good 3 weeks. They have no dry hay in the ration, so nothing to bulk it up. It's a nice, dense feed, really good feed right now. We're sort of into the best of the best. So I'm not sure if this is in her bloodline, like maybe her mom had it. I'm not sure. Okay. So we're gonna induce her. So I have dexamethasone. My God, this is so weird because Jess is literally taking dexamethasone right now for chemo. So that will induce the pregnancy. That should work within 48, 50 hours, and sometimes it might take another dose and you go through the whole thing all over again. So it sort of depends where she's at. If she's close, then she should go within that time, and if she's not, she won't. I've seen both. The other thing is glycol orally. Alright, this is gonna make you mad. Just bear with me. The next thing is calcium, and I'm gonna do it over a few spots under the skin on her back. I was really hoping we wouldn't see any of this after my last lambing group, but I guess I'm not that lucky. So I'm gonna do this now, and I'm gonna hit her again tonight when I come in to feed that lamb at the night feeding. Get her done twice a day. I'm hitting her pretty hard, so she'll respond, because she's already over 2 is considered clinical, so she's in pretty rough shape already, considering she just started having trouble today getting up that we saw. Okay. And the last thing, because this is day 1 and I want her to stay on her feed, keep her feeling okay, so I'm going to hit her with some Metacam, some painkiller. It's like Advil. There you go. Piper out. I feel like there's sheep all around me. Can we get you up, maybe? Okay. You are mammoth. You are very big. Watch out, Piper. Oh, it's 1 foot. 1 foot. No, lady. That's it. You good? Her udder's starting to bloom, so I think we're alright. She's pretty weak on her feet, though. Piper, out. Our little contortionist lamb has quite a show going on here. What are you doing? You're quite the acrobat. What's going on here? You're right upside down. You little goofball. What is all over your... You have poop all over your head. You pooped on your head. Yuck. Ew. Yuck. Look at that. Good night. Good morning. I am just wanting to watch these lambs a little bit to see if I've actually seen them get on Mom, because she looks pretty full on that one side still. Well, not at night. They wouldn't drink from me yesterday, just the brown one. But this morning they seemed hungry. This one would drink, but these two would not. Preemies are so hard.
I know,
Like, did you drink? Did you not drink?
And they can be drinking so well, and then all of a sudden go backwards.
Exactly. This one's a contortionist. It's like when I come in here, I think it tries to crawl on Mom, and then it like gets tipped over, and then she gets up, and then it's like, it's got like arms over its leg.
Well, yesterday when I was feeding them last, it was just walking, and then all of a sudden it just fell over like a retard.
Yeah.
What the
Hi, sweetie. Yeah. There we go. Piper.